Hello. I thought this week that it might be a good idea if we talked about money. It's a big topic and I've got a lot to say. So, what I really want to talk about today when I say money is that I believe it's time that we stopped blocking ourselves when money is concerned. So the reason for this is because I think that we all live in a scarcity mindset when we think about money and we think about, how much we want to achieve and what we want to do and what we want to spend and what we want to get. And I think we are all so scared. We are all so scared of admitting that we love money. And why do we do that? I adore money. I openly want to be abundantly, ridiculously, luxuriously rich, right? I want millions and millions and millions, and I am not afraid to admit that, but so many people in the world are afraid to admit that they want to have a lovely, luxurious, abundant relationship with money. The energy of money is huge, and in manifesting, that can really, if you can really block yourself from getting what it is that you want if you don't allow yourself to want it, right? So what I mean is we're afraid to spend money. We're afraid of where the next bit of money is coming from. We're afraid that we might get above our station with money and maybe our family or our friends might disown us because we get too much of it. And so there's all this horrible energy and horrible feeling around it. If we buy something and then we post about it on Facebook, for example, we're then afraid of a backlash of, oh, who does she think she is? Look at that flashy thing she's bought. Well, why does she get to have that? How much money does she make? I bet she's got that on credit. And you get all this kind of backlash energy. And it's time to drop that. It's time to be totally honest and to say that actually money is not bad. It's not evil. How many times growing up, you could have a money block, because how many times growing up did you hear something like, money doesn't grow on trees, we can't afford that, money is the root of all evil? All of those sayings seep into our subconscious from such an early age, and if you heard them over and over and over again, then you're going to have a block and a belief that money is not good, that money is evil, right? The root of all evil, that you don't have enough because it doesn't grow on trees. What you have to do is you have to uncover those sayings, those things, those beliefs that you were programmed with as you were growing up through your childhood. And, if you go out and you say to yourself, or you say to your children even, they ask you for something, we can't afford it. We want to go on that holiday. Oh no, we can't afford it. Why haven't we got that car? Oh, we can't afford it. It's time to stop using those words. It's time to stop using those kind of words. Saying I can't afford it blocks it. Instead, you want to say something like, okay, so say you're going out, you're going shopping, you see something you like. It could be a luxurious item that you wouldn't normally buy yourself, like, say, a necklace, a beautiful necklace, or a diamond ring, or some earrings, or something just frivolous, right? So you would see it in the window of the shop, and you'd look at it and you'd go, oh gosh, that's beautiful, I love it, but I can't afford it. So what you're saying to yourself by saying I can't afford it is that you're never going to have it. You are literally blocking it. It's like you have pushed it away from yourself by saying I can't afford it. So instead, you would see it and you would go, I can afford that, but I don't want it just yet. So that way you're telling your subconscious that you can have it, but the time isn't right. You don't want it just yet. But that's not saying that you won't bring it in at another day. So stop saying, I can't afford it. Stop saying money doesn't grow on trees. Stop saying money is the root of all evil. Get those vocabulary, get it all out of your brain and start luxuriating in the thought of having money, in the thought of having what you want, and you will then start to pull it to you. It's like, I remember a mentor of mine saying when I first started this journey that you have to treat money like a boyfriend, right? So if you get this boyfriend, if you've got this the man of your dreams, he's just walked into your life and you've got him, and he says to you one night, oh, I'm going to go out with the boys on Friday. That's okay, isn't it? And you're like, no, you can't go out with the boys. No, you must stay here with me. No, you can't do that. No, you can't go out and have fun. No, you can't do that, because what if you meet somebody else? And what if all this happens? And what if? To actually love that boyfriend and allow that boyfriend to stay with you and want to stay with you, you have to be a bit less like, no, you must be with me. You got to be a bit more relaxed about it. And yes, treat him with love. Of course you can go out, because I trust you. I trust that you'll come back to me. I trust that I'm enough for you. I know that you'd rather be here with me and you're going to come back and you're not going to meet anybody else. Money, you have to treat the same. Let it go. You have to let it go to get it back. You have to love it to allow it to love you. Don't cling on to it. Don't be all precious and possessive about it. Let it go to flow back to you. And it is okay. It's okay to want to be rich. It is okay. If we are honest, if we are totally honest, we all want to be rolling in money. Because yes, it may not bring happiness, but it can definitely upgrade your life. Wouldn't it be nicer to have enough money to go out and buy that thing you want? Wouldn't it be nice to go on that holiday? Wouldn't it be nice to buy that business class or that first class ticket? Don't block yourself before you've even allowed it in, because it's not the root of all evil. Change your vocabulary. Change everything you ever thought. Figure out what your blocks were. Go back to your childhood. If you don't feel as though you have enough right now, go back to your childhood and try and uncover some of the things that you were being told. Mine was definitely money doesn't grow on trees. That was something that we used to get told a lot when I was growing up. Money doesn't grow on trees was a thing that I heard probably weekly, maybe even a couple of times a week. Whenever we asked for something, money doesn't grow on trees. Whenever we wanted something, money doesn't grow on trees. And so it became a block for me. Money is the root of all evil. I did hear a couple of times. And then also you then start to look at people who have got money, and you believe that they're evil, or you believe that they're wrong, or you believe that in some way they're not a kind person, they're not a nice person. It's not true. You have to get rid of that vocab, and you have to start loving your money. On every single bill, now, right, on every single bill, I draw a little smiley face and I say thank you. Whenever I'm paying something, I draw a little smiley face and I write thank you on everything, on every single invoice or bill that comes in. My rates bill, my water bill, my shopping receipt, everything, I write thank you, because I'm grateful for that money. I'm grateful to let that money go so that I can get more, so that I can bring more in. I'm grateful for that money that has allowed me to buy that food, or that has allowed me to have my heater on. I've got my heater on under my desk right now because it's freezing, and I'm grateful for that electricity bill or that water bill that gives me hot water so I can have a bath or a shower. I'm grateful for that rates bill. I'm grateful to have to spend that money because that allows me to live in my home and have the services that I have coming into my home, like the rubbish collected and all of those different things. It's time to stop thinking about it in a negative way. Stop being grateful for it. Stop being grateful for spending it. Start loving it. Let it flow out to let it flow back. Banish the block statements like money doesn't grow on trees and we can't afford it and it's the root of all evil. Take them out of your mind. Take them out of your vocabulary right now, because that's how you start to love the energy of money, and it is massive. And once you do this, you will find that more and more and more flows into you, and then your life can flourish. And then you get to want to be rich, right? You get to love being rich. Don't be afraid to say it. Don't be afraid to admit it, and don't be afraid to show it, because it's the truth. Nobody wants to be poor. And I'm sick of I am going to use that word. I'm sick of everybody having such a downer on people who actually openly admit that they want more money. It's something that we all want, and it makes our life easier and lovelier. We can buy the luxuries. We don't have to scrimp and save. Be honest. I want more of it, and I'm pretty sure that you do too. So, number one, banish the vocab. Start to spend with joy. Start to be grateful for what you get to spend, because that means, number one, you're getting things. It is bringing you something. Money is bringing you something, and you have to be grateful for that. And be a bit more relaxed about it. Don't hold on to it tight like this. Don't white knuckle it. Let it flow out so it can come back. And I bet you if you do those few little things that I've just talked about today, your relationship with money will start to change, it will start to improve, and you will see things happening that you probably didn't believe was possible. That's my little tips around money. Start with those little easy tips and watch what happens. But yeah, put those things in place, and I'll see you next week. Bye.